gentlemen, today I am going to take a lecture of discrete mathematics chapter number 3 and the topic is the relation. Okay, so we have already seen in our previous lecture what is the equivalence relation, what is the equivalence classes and what is the partition. And we have already seen in our previous lecture if we find out the equivalence classes, so we find the equivalence classes in every element of the given set. Okay, so what is the condition? We have the two types of the condition. That means all the equivalence classes. Okay, the union of all the equivalence classes is equal to set A, and the intersection of all the equivalence classes is equal to 5. So we find here the partition. That means every set according to your equivalence classes, but the distinct sets. So we can say that this is the partition. Okay, so we have already seen in the what is the definition of the partition. So according to the lecture, our next topic is the partial order set or poset. Okay, so partial order set, that means what? A relation R on a set A is called a partial order on A when R is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive. That means we have already seen in the previous lecture the equivalence relation. So according to our equivalence relation, we have the three types of the properties, or you can say the three types of the relation: reflexive relation, symmetric relation and the transitive relation. So reflexive relation, that means what? A related to A. Okay. Symmetric relation, that means what? A related to B, then B related to A. And the transitive relation, that means A related to B and B related to C, then A related to C. So we have already seen in the three types of the relation according to your equivalence relation. Okay. In this topic, the partial order set, again we find out the three types of the relation. But the relation is what? First and third is same. But the second, we find out the antisymmetric relation. And we have already seen in our previous lecture what is the antisymmetric relation. So we find out with the help of the two methods. First one is if A related to B and B related to A, then A is equal to B. First one is, or you find out if A related to B, then B not related to A. So I think second one is very easy. If A related to B and B not related to A, then we can say that this relation is an antisymmetric relation. Okay, so according to your partial order set, if you find out the partial order set according to any relation, so you find out the again three properties, or you can say that three types of the relation. First one is the reflexive, second one is the antisymmetric, and third one is the transitive. Don't be confused here. This is the poset partial order set, and if we find out the symmetric relation, then this is the equivalence relation. Okay, so here a relation R on a set A is called a partial order on A when R is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive. Okay, then the set A is called a partially ordered set or coset, which is denoted by A comma R, capital A comma R, and read as A is partially ordered by relation R. A is partially ordered by relation R. Okay, so here this is the example. Show that subset or equal to is a partial ordering relation on the power set of a set A. That means what? Here we show that this subset or equal to is a partial order relation. That means coset on the power set of A. See, read here carefully. This is the power set of A of a set A. Okay, so consider, we have first we consider a set, because of according to set we find out the power set, and with the help of power set we check here the three conditions: reflexive, antisymmetric and the transitivity. Okay, so let's start the solution. First we consider A is equal to A, B, C. We consider here the three elements according to your set A. A is equal to A, comma B, comma C. Okay, so according to your question, this condition we apply for the power set of A. So first we map the power set. Got it? So what is the power set? Power set, that means the collection of all the subset of A. Okay, so PA, we denote here PA is equal to what? First one we write the phi, because of phi is also subset of A. After that, set A, set B and set C. We write here the individual because of A subset A, B subset A and C subset A. Here we write, here see carefully, we write here in the set notation. Okay, next one is AB, next is AC, next is B comma C, and last is what? A, B, C. That means phi and set itself is also a subset of A. Okay, so here the total element is what? Total set element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so if you have any confusion for write here the subset, so always keep in mind you write here 2 raised to the power 3. That is 2 and power is equal to what? The number of elements. If here we consider the number of elements 4, A, B, C, D. So you write here 2 raised to the power 4. But here we have the 3 elements 1 A, B, C. So you write here 2 raised to the power 3. That means 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. So we have total 8 elements. We can select the elements of the power set A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. So here R is a relation defined on set PA. That means here we find out R is a relation defined on the set power set A, PA. So A related to B if and only if A subset B. Because of here we show that this kind subset or equal to is a partial order relation. Okay, so A related to B if and only if A subset or equal to B, then R is a coset or partial order set on E A. Okay, so with the help of this sign, we find out, we consider here and we take here the three properties, that means reflexive, antisymmetric and the transitive property, and after that we show here this power set A is the partial order set or not. Property is the reflexive property. So for all A belongs to PA, that means A subset or equal to A, hence this sign is reflexive. Subset is a reflexive. Next one is the antisymmetric. So antisymmetric, that means what? For A comma B belongs to PA. That means if we have the two sets A comma B belongs to power set of A. So let A subset B and B subset A only when A and B are equal. So we have already seen in the antisymmetric property, if A related to B and B related to A, okay, then A is equal to B. So this is the property of the antisymmetric relation. Okay, so in the antisymmetric relation, for A comma B belongs to power set A, so let A subset B and B subset A only when A and B are equal. So subset or equal to is antisymmetric. Okay. Next one is the transitive property. So according to transitive property, we have already seen in our previous lecture, A related to B and B related to C. Then according to transitivity, A related to C. Okay, but here we show that this subset are equal to is a partial order set. So according to partial order set, we consider a set A. Okay, and we use the relation is what? This relation, subset or equal to. Okay, so according to transitivity, for A, comma B, comma C belongs to power set A, because of according to transitivity we have the three elements A, B, C. Okay, so for A, comma B, comma C belongs to PA. So why we write here the set A, B, C? Because of here we use the power set of A. Okay. So let A subset are equal to B and B subset are equal to C, then A subset are equal to C. Okay. So here this is a transitive. That means what? Here we prove that this sign or subset are equal to is a reflexive, antisymmetric and the transitive property satisfied all these three properties, then we can say that is a partial order relation, or according to notation we write here in the bracket, we denote here A comma R. Got it? We have previously we have seen A comma R. A that means what? Set, and R that means what? Relation. So this is the notation for writing the partial order set or the coset. So here set is equal to power set of A. We use the power set, and relation is equal to what? Relation is equal to subset or equal to. Okay. So this is the coset. Next one is the definition is totally ordered or chain. Okay, so here if that means here we use the comparable and incomparable property. So comparable, that means what? If two elements, we have the two elements A and B in set A. Okay, so under the relation less than equal to sign. So always keep in mind, if you find out the partial order set or related to questions according to your partial order set, so we use 2 points. Number one is the set and second one is the relation. Just you see here the previous example, PA, power set of A is a set and subset or equal to is a what? Is a relation. So in the comparable, if two elements A and B in set A, so A is a set and second one is what? We write here the relation. So here we are given in the relation, under the relation less than equal to sign. Okay. So here if either A less than equal to B or B less than equal to A less than equal to B or B less than equal to A, then we can say that this is a comparable. And if this condition is not satisfied, then otherwise we can say that this is incomparable. Okay, so totally ordered set or chain, that means what? All these points are included in their Hasse diagram. Our next topic is the how we match the Hasse diagram. Okay, so according to Hasse diagram, we have the digraph or the diagram. According to we already seen in our first lecture. Okay, so according to comparable, if A less than equal to B or B less than equal to A, or otherwise this is the incomparable. Okay, so our next topic is the Hasse diagram. This is very important Hasse diagram, because of according to Hasse diagram you consider here the three property. Okay, reflexive, symmetric and the transitivity property. So here the reflexive and the transitivity property, first we map the diagram according to reflexive and the transitivity property, and after that for finding the Hasse diagram we remove all the self loop and all the transitive arc. Transitive arc, that means what? Self loop, that means what? If we write here A related to A, okay, and for example this is your vertex A, so A related to A, that means what? You write here this X, okay, and if you write here A related to B, that means what? If you have the two vertex, this is your A vertex and this is your B vertex, so if you draw here A related to B, so you draw here the arrow is A to B, okay, and in case you draw here B related to A, that means B to A. So you write here B to A and the arrow is this side, B to A. Okay, so according to Hazard diagram, we remove all the self loop. So self loop according to what? According to reflexive property, and arc according to our transitive property. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.